Friday Night Football on News 4 starts now. Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Harry McBride with Country Financial.
Good evening. I am Philip Gilly along with Mark Kinney, and we are back at Hewes Stadium. We are so glad you're with us for this football contest. A little bit different tonight, Mark. Usually ain't playing on Friday, but because of the old Hurricane Ian, we had to switch it to Thursday. But still, it's going to be a great football game, I believe.
Yeah, we've got two top 10 matchups here in Class 7A. You've got Central Phoenix City at number 5, and you've got Dothan High at number 8. I'm expecting a high intensity football game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, both of them are 3-1 in the region. So, Auburn is 4-0, so they're leading the pack, but these two teams are 3-1, so this is a huge regional game for these two teams.
Yeah, this will be a big test for Dothan High. Central Phoenix City played IMG last week. That's a team, for those who don't know, it's a high school powerhouse out of Florida down near the Tampa-Orlando area, and our thoughts and prayers are with them as they go through the storm damage and recovering down there for sure. But they played them last week up near in Central Phoenix City, and was really a close game at halftime, and kind of pulled away there at the end. IMG did, but they are going to be a true test for Dothan High this week.
Yeah, they have got some special players on that team, the Red Devils, and some of them has already committed to D1. Some of them are kind of on the fence a little bit, but there's at least 4 or 5 players that are being looked at big time by D1 teams. Clemson, Georgia, Alabama. So that's going to be a little bit of trouble for the Wolves on the defensive side anyway, for the most part.
Yeah, they've got a defensive back that is just A.J. Harris. He's a 5-star, 6'1". He's got all the tangibles that coaches are looking for. Then they got a Tamarian Parker on the defensive line. He's already got 9 sacks already this year. So he's going to be a tough foe. I think it's really going to come down on Dothan High. Can they throw the ball? Because I have a feeling that Central's going to really load the box up on them and make them throw the ball. If they can't stop that run, I like Dothan High's chances tonight.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. Last week we watched Dothan High. It was all run with that triple threat. Number 0, Raymond Blackman. Number 1, Octavius Thomas. And Tamarian Peterson, number 5, so didn't do a whole lot of throwing. So I'm sure, the Red Devils saw all that tape from last week and are preparing for that. So you're right, maybe come down to a little bit more passing, open it up a little bit, the offense.
Yeah, there was some times last week it looked like you could put all 11 players in about a 10-foot or 20-foot range. So I would expect this week maybe to spread it out more, because they've got some guys on the defensive line that Central Phoenix City, if you keep them that close, I think they'll do some damage against Dothan High.
Yeah, and I look for Dothan High, the Wolves, to really step up like they did last week, against Baker on the defensive side. They really shut down Baker from defense. So if they can do that same thing, at least limit Central Phoenix City on some of that, because they've been doing some high-scoring points. I mean, 47 in one game, 38 in one game. They did lose to Opelika in overtime, 17-14, and that was probably the only struggle they had scoring points offensively.
Yeah, Jalen Edson starts at quarterback. He has 15 total touchdowns, 11 through the air, 4 on the ground. He's got 2 wide receivers. That's very rare in high school. You've got young man Carmelo English. He's a senior this year. He was committed to Auburn. He has since backed off that commitment. He's maybe looking elsewhere. They've got a junior by the name of Cam Coleman. His nickname is Mini Megatron. So that should tell you something right there about him. He's a big boy and he makes plays. So this should be exciting to watch, and I expect them to air it out a little bit here for Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, we got the Red Devils going to be in white. Dothan High Wolves going to be in their traditional black and maroon. So Central Phoenix City will be kicking off to the Wolves to start this game. Game start time a little bit before 6:57. So nice and cool, Mark Kinney. The weather's perfect now. May not be good for the kicking game if that little breeze is blowing, but as far as helping with cramps, all that thing, I think it's going to help a lot.
Yeah, it's nice football weather. I think David from WTVY said it was 68 degrees at kickoff, so that's a nice comfortable, just a little bit breezy out tonight.
Octavius Thomas takes the kickoff at his own 10-yard line, gets up to about the 25-yard line before he's turned over by Central Phoenix City player. So that's where they'll start. It's going to be at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10, DHS Wolves.
Yeah, it was a nice open field tackle by Damon Duhart. Number 10 did a great job. Be 1st and 10 here at the 29. And we'll see what Dothan High can do with this stout defensive line of Central.
Number 0, Raymond Blackman, will be starting in the quarterback position. And they'll rotate those 3 players in and out of that quarterback position. And we saw last week some would block for him. So that was number 5, Tamarian Peterson, who actually lost about 2 or 3 yards, Mark.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think if they put all guys in the box there. That was a nice tackle there by Josh Lee, number 17, in the backfield for a loss of about 3 yards. I'm expecting Dothan High to probably have to spread it out a little bit because they've got some really good interior play for Central.
Got a missed handoff there. So almost fumbled, but Dothan High Wolves did fall back on it. Looked like the running back actually fell down before the ball was handed to him. I don't know if he tripped on one of his players' feet, which I'm sure he did.
Yeah, it looked like he got his feet caught up underneath him a little bit there, and luckily got the ball back. But it's going to bring up a long 3rd and 15 now here for Dothan High. And this is not how they wanted to start off the game for sure.
A little bit of a high snap. Good blocking out front. All right, we want to welcome our TV audience. So Dothan High received the kickoff, and they have just got a 1st down on the first series of plays. So you didn't miss a whole lot, but that was a nice little run there by number 19 to get them to the 41-yard line. They are playing Central of Phoenix City Red Devils.
Brings up a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a nice run there by number 19, Zach Walker. Kind of a little reverse trap and caught Central off guard, and that was a nice play to go ahead and move the chains here for him.
Yeah, there was some fantastic blocking downfield for him. It enabled him to get that 1st down. That was number 1, Octavius Thomas, met right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, number 12, Mikael Green was on the play also. Number 88, Isaiah Vega was there. He was on the last play as well. So this defensive line is pretty strong, as you guys can already tell through about 4 or 5 plays there. They're very active in the backfield of Dothan High.
Yeah, that number 88 is a big guy, so he's filling a lot of holes. A lot of room up there in that middle playing center. Nice little run by Raymond Blackman. He's followed his blockers and then found him a little crease to the left side of the field, was able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, nice tackle by Jaquan Sanks after he made the cut and actually came back toward his own sideline, got the 1st down. That was a good read by Mr. Blackman.
Nice little hard run there. Going to pick up, about 5 yards. Again, really good blocking, following the blockers, being able to push that pile forward, Mark, for a good 5-yard gain.
Yeah, number 70 there, Cassius Bradley did a great job of pushing his man back and getting those 4 or 5 yards because there really wasn't much there. But he just, with his lineman, with the running back behind him, actually made those 5, 6 yards there. Brings up 2nd and 5, looks like.
2nd down and 5.
That's Tamarian Peterson with the carry again, able to maybe get a half a yard or so before he's brought down at
Number 5,
about the 42-yard line of the Red Devils.
And what you're looking there at number 4, A.J. Harris on the play. He is the one committed to Georgia. So that's one to watch tonight. They've actually walked him down to the line of scrimmage. Central Phoenix City has 5 guys on the line. Almost looks like a goal line defense whenever you look at the defense, and they're walking up their defensive backs right up to it, and there's 7, 8 guys on that line just daring Dothan to throw the ball.
Going to have all sides. The Red Devils, that's going to bring up probably a first down. That hard count and that set that they do, Dothan High does, and that we've seen that last week with Baker.
Neutral zone by the defense, 5 yards from the previous spot. The yardage is enough for a first down.
Yeah, we saw that several times. I mean, how many offsides did they have last week? It was 5 or 6.
And I just called AJ's name out for something good. And he gets called out for not so good this time.
So do give the Wolves a first down in Red Devil territory at the 38-yard line. Nice little misdirection there. Fake going to the right, handed off to number 19, coming back on the near side. That's Zach Walker, and able to get another first down for the Wolves there. Looking a lot better after that struggle on them first 3 downs.
Yeah, that's the same play they called earlier for the long run, got the first down on the 3rd down earlier in the game. And this nice play there by Ashton Reed. And Dothan High is doing pretty good against this defensive line so far.
Number 5, Tamarian Peterson now in the slot position. Number 0, Raymond Blackman, trying to slip away, but he's going to lose probably about a half a yard. He was a couple missed tackles there, but they finally brought him down, but that one kind of blowed up a little bit there, Mark.
Yeah, they did. He one guy had him in the back, and then he kind of away from him, and by the time he tried to get to the corner, there was 2 or 3 others waiting on him, but he did a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Good hustle by Mr. Blackman.
Brings up a second down and 10.
.6:24 left in this first quarter. The handoff is number 19 again, Zach Walker. He's able to get about 5 yards before he's pulled down from behind by the Red Devil defense.
It was a combination of Jaquan Shanks and A.J. Harris there did a good job. It's going to bring up a long 3rd and 7 here. But you have to give Dothan High credit. They're sticking to the ground game. They're not even trying to throw the ball, even making an attempt to look like they're going to throw the ball. Got a whistle.
Yeah, they've been splitting a wide receiver out, but he's been real close. He's almost like a tight end than a wide receiver. So you're right, they ain't even hinted at throwing it yet.
Looks like there was an equipment issue. That's why he got called out for Central Phoenix City. That was what the whistle was for.
Number 0, Raymond Blackman, able to scoot down to about the 18-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and about a yard and a half.
A nice tackle by T.J. Thomas right there to stop him just short. One of our first kind of decision here. It looks like they're going to go for it, not even attempt now. For those that are at home, the ball, they are going into the wind, so the kick is going to be a little harder the way they're going here. So they're kicking right into it.
Let's see if they do that hard count and try to get them to pull them off sides again. The Wolves look to the sideline for some more, like they're going to call a timeout and discuss it.
I think you're right. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They normally do that little pre-snap jump. The whole team does, but they didn't even do that time.
Didn't either. Yeah, I think the Dothan High School coaching staff wanted to talk this over because, you know, they started at their own 25-yard line, drove it all the way down inside the 25-yard line of Central Phoenix City. So nice runs, nice blocking, you know, being very patient. Great play calling, a little bit of misdirection on a couple of those, so kind of mix things up a little bit. But again, no passing. But we'll see what they try to do on 4th down here with 4:43 left in the first quarter.
And, you know, the old saying that you can't score if you don't have the ball, and that's true here. Central Phoenix City's going to have a hard time if they have long drives like this for Dothan High. You're looking at a 7-minute drive already. If they get this first down, it will be another at least 2 minutes probably coming off the clock
Yeah, and I would think that the Dothan High coaching staff is extremely proud of that, and that's what they want to do is kind of grind it out, use up as much clock as they can, get the time of possession on their side, so they don't give, the Red Devils a chance to score.
Looks like they're still going to go for it after the timeout. So
Dothan High called that timeout.
He's on 4th down and 2.
Ramian Blackman ready for the snap. Number 5, excuse me, that was Tamarian Peterson. He was hit pretty soon. I don't think he got it there, Mark. Do you?
no, the
Ball carrier number 5.
Central Phoenix Henny's coming out in the field real quick to change out, and Dothan High's they're doing the same thing. So for the Whitecaps, looking at it pretty hard, but no, I just decided did not get it. So it's going to be Central Phoenix City's ball at about the 18-yard line.
All right, the Red Devils take over on downs at their own 17, 18-yard line. So, and they are spread it out. They got 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. So that was a direct snap. That was run all day there. So by the quarterback, Jalen Epps. So he was not looking to pass at all. They tried to get Dothan High headed backwards, so he opened up a little bit of room with those receivers. But Dothan High did a good job of reading that. Good defense. Nice little out pass to Carmelo English. And he had a couple blockers there, but Dothan High did a fantastic job of maneuvering away from there and having more bodies than they do.
Yeah, you're seeing a totally different offense what you just saw with Dothan High. Spread out, fast pace, great tackle there by number 3, Corian Salter, the linebacker coming down. You've got about a 3rd and 4 maybe here, so see what we're going to do.
Great stop for Dothan High on that first series. Well, that's number 1, Jalen Epps, and he kind of trips up a little bit like he pulled up, but he was going to the end zone. Opened up in the secondary a lot. So it was just a step back like he was going to pass, straight run, and there was lots of green in between him and the goal line.
Yeah, that's a benefit here. You're going to see on the replay here, spread the defense out. It is a called quarterback draw, and I don't think anybody touched him for the first 45 yards there until number 7 here made a great play. Kevion Dury got him down inside the 20. So they're inside the red zone here. Looks like about the 16.
Yeah, number 1, Jalen Epps went out, but he was struggling there at the end of that play, and he's out of the game, so he might have pulled a hammy there, Mr. Kenny.
It's kind of cool.
So that was number 2, Carmelo English, with the handoff right up the middle. They had him by the towel. If he didn't have him by the towel, he'd have scored, but he did get all the way down to the 1-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils.
Again, they don't even huddle. They go straight to the line of scrimmage and look to the sidelines.
And that's going to be a walk-in touchdown for number 2, Carmelo English. The new quarterback in there, Max Johnson, doing the handoff, and that was fast, Mark.
It was. I mean,
That was fast.
You know, you look at the offensive that you see that all around. You know, Gus Malzahn made it famous when he was at Auburn. I know Troy plays up fast-paced offense in the past with Neil Brown, and that's kind of what you're getting here. I know we didn't say it earlier, but those that don't know, the head coach for Central Phoenix City is Pat Nix, and that is the same Pat Nix that was the quarterback at Auburn. And Bo Nix's dad, who was the quarterback at Auburn as well, that's at Oregon now. So they've got some college experience over there, and it looks like a college offense.
Number 15, Max Johnson, to attempt the Be Cool, call ball, Be Cool PAT, and it is good. So with 2:59 left in the first quarter, the Red Devils strike first with some quick offense. You see the replay there, and there was no stopping him. He was already in there past the end zone by the time he was hit. So Dothan High's got to figure out a way to combat that speed offense there, because I think it messed them up a little bit more.
And how diverse they were. That number 2, Carmelo English, he's a top 100 receiver in the country, and they've got him lying back at tailback. So if you're Dothan High, you're looking for him out on the edge. The next thing you know, he's in the backfield and making the play for the touchdown. I bet Dothan High did a lot of video watching and taking a lot of notes because this is an impressive offense to watch and probably give teams a few headaches trying to learn how to stop them.
Absolutely. And we'll keep an eye on number 1, Jalen Epps, and see if he gets to come back in the game or if he did pull a hamstring or how bad it was. So I think that's going to make a difference. He's the one that had that long run up there, so he had a couple nice runs.
Set kick, number 15, Ethan Ball.
So it's a nice deep kick by the Red Devils. Going to go in the end zone, so that's going to be an automatic touchback. Going to pull it out to the 20-yard line where the Dothan High Wolves will try to answer the Red Devil touchdown.
Yeah, in high school, anytime that ball goes in the end zone, it's automatic touchback. You cannot run it back like you see them do on Saturday and Sundays. So starting out here on the 20-yard line, and hopefully they can continue to do what they did last drive, but maybe this time just finish it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they had a nice drive going. They just stalled at about the 18-yard line and didn't pick up that first down on 4th down. Number 19, Zach Waller, got a flag on play. They've run that play about 3 times, and it's been successful every time, Mark.
And it is Jacelyn Southow made the tackle there, but there was a flag thrown from the white hat from behind the play. So sometimes that's a holding or maybe a face mask on Central Phoenix City.
We'll listen, see what he says.
After the play was over, personal foul by the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run. The yardage is enough for a first down.
I did not see what happened on there, Mark, but obviously somebody either late hit, pushing, shoving, something.
And normally that's maybe somebody been going back and forth, and he tried to get in a cheap shot at the end of the play there. Normally that's what gets happened, or it could have been the Dothan High did something, and the second guy is always the second one to get caught. And that might have been what happened as well.
So that gives the Wolves a first down at their own 42-yard line. Clock ticking with 2:37. Direct snap to number 0, Raymond Blackman. Nice pickup, about 15 yards. Excellent hole on the right side of that O-line.
Yeah, the O-line's doing a great job. If it wasn't the open field tackle of Quintavious Billingsley there, he might still be running. But it's a nice first down run by Mr. Blackman. And that's an encouraging sign that Dothan coaches been able to run on this pretty stout Central defense.
Going to be another first down. That was number 5, Tamarian Peterson. Again, they rotating those quarterbacks. It was Octavius, now it's Tamarian, so keeps everybody guessing on that Red Devil side of the ball.
It looked like it was the exact same play as the one before. Jaden Coleman again making a tackle there that could be saving a touchdown, but it looked identical to the one before that Blackman ran. He just kind of runs behind his 2 blockers off the line of scrimmage. You'll see him on the right side, and he just followed them, and they did a great job opening the hole.
Yes, you'll see Dothan High will overload either right side or left side. To get those running backs following those big blockers, the big linemen and the 2 blockers right there. Again, it's Tamarian Peterson. It's going to pick up about 8 yards, almost 9 yards. It's going to be a second down and about 2 yards.
Number 17 almost had him in the backfield, but that's just the quickness of the Dothan High got him there. Another tackle by A.J. Harris.
It is second and a long 3. The ball on the Red Devil 26-yard line. Dothan High doing a good job of moving the ball again. Wow, that was pretty nifty right there, Mark. No, Raymond Blackman, that was all supposed to go to the right, and he just stopped on a dime and then shot up the middle, saw a hole, and was able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, that was just a great play. Number 17 was in the backfield, Josh Lee. He planted his foot and went left and got something about 3 or 4 yards out of literally nothing. That was a great job. Nice run by Blackman.
Got 28 seconds left in this first quarter. Dothan High moving the ball again down on the Red Devil 21-yard line. Maybe they can put it in the end zone this time. But we're going to have one more play here in this quarter. That's number 19. Going to get on down. So that was Zach Walker.
Yeah, that's A.J. Harris again making a great play. That's the end of the one. In the first quarter, it's Central Phoenix 7, Dothan 0.
Are you looking for a great place to eat? Come by Hots Deli, where we pride ourselves on our fresh-cut fruit and vegetables we use for our menu. We bake our bread and chicken fresh each day and have one of the largest gluten-free menus around. At Hots, we offer sandwiches, salads, soups, wraps, pizzas, wings, and our customers love our homemade chicken salad and fresh-made sides. Don't forget to try our baked fries or seared tuna. We have something for everyone, family-friendly, and service with a smile. Hots Deli, 180 Westgate Parkway, and remember, get baked, not fried.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care
And more satisfied patients.
as a result. Our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog.
An elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Carrie McBride with Country Financial.
Welcome back to the second quarter of this ball game. Dothan High has moved the ball all the way down inside of Central Phoenix City, about inside the red zone. So they're knocking on the door. It's second down and about 3 yards, and that's going to be a first down right there. So again, Dothan High is committed to the run right now. That was number 0, Raymond Blackman, running up the middle. Interior line of that Wolves doing a great job moving the ball.
Yeah, nice tackle by T.J. Douglas there. Got to be surprised. I didn't think Dothan High would be able to do this to them, but they are really doing a great job of keeping them off balance with the reverses, the inside traps, and they're doing a really good job of running on this pretty good defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And the running backs, the triple threat has been able to make good plays too. Misdirections. And that's up the middle. That's going to be a touchdown, Wolves. So Wolves did come back and answer. So that's number 0, Raymond Blackman, with a touchdown for the Wolves. Howland.
Yeah, the lights are going crazy here at Ridgeview Stadium. The fans are liking it. And the coaches are liking it. I mean, they went right down the field after the touchdown and pretty much had their way with the defense. You know, that's got to be pretty disheartening to the Central Phoenix City being run on like that, because you can imagine they probably tried to make some changes after that first drive, and obviously they didn't work. So Dothan did a great job of sticking to their plan and getting the touchdown.
The call by Biku PAT up and good. So with that, that's going to be a tied ball game. And Mark, I guess the time of possession from the first quarter between the Wolves and Central Phoenix is just probably, I mean, Central Phoenix City had it, what, 5 minutes, 4 minutes?
I don't even think they had it that long.
You know, so, and Dothan High's had it the whole rest of the time. So glad they was able to go ahead and knock that in and tie this ball game up.
I mean, you look at when Dothan High has the ball, they snap the ball with maybe 5 to 8 seconds left on the clock. Central Phoenix City, there's 15 to maybe 20 on the clock when they start going. So they're fun to watch, and you know, Dothan High's going to have to step up and make some plays here, and I think they can. You know, like you said earlier, if there's an injury to Jalen Epps, that'll be huge.
It will be huge, absolutely.
Because he is the guy that runs this team, and he had that long run there in the first half, in the first quarter, that really got them down there. It was third and about 4 or 5. So
Number 96, Wesley Farmer.
Number 96, Wesley Farmer, set the kickoff for the Wolves. The fans still rocking the stadium.
You see number 4 there, A.J. Harris. He's the cornerback. with about 4.3, 4.4 speed, I would expect Dothan High to keep it away from him.
You're exactly right. Did a little pooch kick. Kind of fumbled a little bit by number 25, Curtis Carter. So that's going to give Central Phoenix City the ball at about the 22-yard line. But smart play right there, I think, of doing that little pooch kick and keeping away from that speedster.
Yeah, I think if Georgia Bulldogs are signing you in the early signing period, you're normally pretty good, and I keep it ball away from him as well.
First and 10 for the Red Devils on the 22.
Like number 1, Jalen Epps is back in the ball game, so it must not have been too bad. He's a tall guy too, ain't he? Nice, strong throw, number 13, Dalen Upshaw, and that shows you that man's arm strength right there.
Yeah, Rolando Blackman there, he's on the defensive side of the ball because they know they're going to need him tonight. That was a nice throw. That's a long throw for a quarterback, and he made the guy miss and got a first down for Central.
That'll be first and 10 for the Red Devils at their own 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Good protection, going to go deep, got a man wide open there. That's number 8 with the reception, Cam Coleman. And it's going to get it down inside the red zone, almost to the 11-yard line, and that was a nice throw there.
Yeah, nice tackle by TK Knight. You'll see here on the instant replay, Coleman had him. This is the guy we talked mini Megatron. Anybody remember Calvin Johnson from Georgia Tech who played for the Detroit Lions? He was called Megatron, so they consider him another Calvin Johnson.
Nice job by the O-line of the Red Devils, giving him time too, because that was a long play. Central's going to run the ball at the middle. It's number 6, Zach Simmons with the carry, and he's going to be brought down probably right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Tacavius Martin there on the stop, number 26 for Dothan High.
How big of a stop would this be, Mark Kennedy?
Yeah, holding to a field goal would be huge.
Yes. That's a fake handoff by Jalen Epps, and he's going to cruise for a touchdown to the right side. And nobody takes him. It was a nice little play, nice little fake handoff, and really opened up a hole on that right side of the O-line, and I don't think he was touched going in.
Didn't look like it. Looked like the wide receiver was in motion. We do have a flag on the play. I don't know if this was after the touchdown or before.
Holding by the offense. 10 yards to the spot of the foul. Repeat, second.
Wow. That was a holding call against Central, so that's going to negate that touchdown. So it'll be 2nd down now from the 24-yard line.
I wonder if they might have caught one of the wide receivers out there getting one of the defensive backs in the secondary.
And maybe the reason he waltzed in not untouched, huh?
Easily.
Jason Epps looking downfield again. Nice, beautiful pass, number 2, Carmelo English for the touchdown. And wow, that's impressive. He can throw the ball. He can spin it, can he?
He sure can. And Mr. English is the other wide receiver we talked about earlier that's got Division I offers. He was actually committed to Auburn and backed off about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they've got a plethora of, I know that's one of your favorite words.
I like that word, yes.
Yes, one of your favorite. They have a plethora of wide receivers, and this quarterback can sling it too. So Dothan High's going to have their work cut out for them tonight.
Number 15, Max Johnson for the attempt for the call Bob. Be cool, B-A-T. It is up, and the lefty has kicked it through. So that's going to bring it 14-7. The Red Devils leading the Wolves with 9:30 left in the second quarter. Look at that beautiful throw. Stepped into it, just released it, nice soft touch. So that took them there, so they got the ball. So 9:30, it took them, what, 3 minutes?
It did, and it seemed White there tried to cut it off, but he didn't judge the ball quite right, and English did, and nice to the corner, nice fade route. Great job by them. Again, it's polar opposite offenses. You got fast-paced Central Phoenix City who doesn't like they don't want to stop, and then you got a slow, methodical offense like Dothan High. And I would think they would be wanting to another slow, long drive here for Dothan High to give that defense a little bit of rest, and hopefully that defensive coaches kind of get up a game plan, because this offense is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Central
it's
Phoenix.
a very explosive offense, and you're right. You want to keep them out of their hands as much as you can. So Dothan High with a nice run back to about the 32-yard line. So that was 0 Raymond Blackman with the return. So with that being said, Dothan High will take over it with 9:24 left into the half. Needing to stay up with these Red Devils now. They can't get it. Like I say, that throw slow, methodical is great, but you got to put some points on the board too.
Yeah, you're going to have to get some stops here on the defense, but when you do have the ball, you're going to need to control the clock and run the ball and make plays, and Dothan High's done that so far. They need to continue that.
Dothan High continues with the quarterback being Tamarian Peterson, so he's going to have a nice gain of about 6.
There's a flag on the play here. Looks like we've got holding on Dothan High. It always seems like once they throw one,
yeah, it kind of just
continues.
Gets contagious, don't it?
It does.
So that's going to push the Wolves back to their own 25-yard line, 1st and 15.
Yeah, it's just put them in the hole like we got Carter Davis first time back at quarterback here.
So the snap went to Octavius Thomas. So that's kind of that little sideways snap they did. We noticed last week when they was playing Baker. Quarterback lines up behind, but the center snaps it to the left, kind of try to throw the defense off.
Kevion Lehman's made a great tackle there. But now one drawback, Dothan High, they don't have that powerful offense, so they've got to be careful. They're going to need to get some yards here to get it 3rd and short, because I don't know they have the passing attack to get a long 3rd down.
Second and a long 15. They are going to throw it. Got a man wide open, and it just went out of his hands. That was intended for Braxton Hornsby, and a nice pass, and he was just thinking about running, I guess.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be careful, maybe trying to get his feet in, because it was a little bit high, but I think if you ask him after the game, should he have had it, and I think he'd probably say yes on that.
That brings up a 3rd down and 16.
So bring up 3rd and 16.
And Dothan High's offense is not built for 3rd and 16s.
They do split out 2 wide receivers on the far side, one on the near. Single back. Got another whistle.
Flag on the play.
Delay a game on Dothan High.
That's going to push it back to 3rd and 21. And Dothan High is definitely not, hardly nobody built for 3rd and 21, Mark Kenney.
No, they're not. They did go to 3 wide out there before the penalty was called, and it looks like they're going back to the same play, except this time they've got 2 wide receivers closer to the sidelines of their own.
It's going to be a fake handoff, and they just try to get as many as they can. A little farther up the field, get a little bit more room for the punting team. So that'll be 4th and 17. And they will punt. The ball is on their own 22-yard line, 7:48 and ticking until halftime.
Isaiah Fagan made a great play there. Now, the good thing for Dothan High is they do have the wind at their back. So They are kicking to Mr. English, which is not good. When he made the great touchdown catch, or run earlier, I'm sorry.
Beautiful high spiral punt. Drives him back to his own 30, where they will take over with 7:21 left before the half. So beautiful punt.
It's a big set of series here for Dothan High. They're going to need to try to keep them off the scoreboard and maybe get the ball back right before halftime and put some points on. Because this offense, you cannot let Central Phoenix City get too far ahead of you, because I don't know if you'll be able to catch them.
Yeah, they on like super jet fuel. Just a little. Oh, it's going to be a flag. No. Thought it was going to be a late hit. But anyway, that was a quick out to number 7, Kevon Dury. And it's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, you'll see a nice play here. Kevion came up and made the tackle on him. Dothan High's defensive backs were off the line of scrimmage about 10 yards, but looks like the penalty was actually on Central Phoenix City. Looks like they're going backwards.
Ineligible receiver downfield by the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
And that play was pretty quick. He must be downfield in a hurry, because that was a quick play. One of the linemen must have just sprinted down.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. That was a pretty quick play.
1st and 15, had trips on the far side.
Looks like Dothan High recovered a fumble.
That's what Dothan High needed. The pass was to number 8, Cam Coleman, and he had about a 10-yard gain, but it looked like somebody got a big paw in there and snatched that ball out. And Dothan High Wolves with a big turnover right before half.
Yeah, Toron Wilson looks like came out of the pile with it. That was huge, what we talked about. You'll see on the instant replay here. Nice pass from Epps. He tried to go through 3 guys right here, and he just rips it out.
Ball's on the 33-yard line.
Made a great play on picking it up and going off with the field. That's a great job there.
A lot of times it's best just go ahead and get tackled out there instead of trying to do that extra effort, because once you get stood up, that's what these coaches teach the players, is try to strip that ball. That's the Wolves 1st and 10 from the Red Devil 34. Like we got another flag thrown in the middle of the field.
And normally that flag is thrown for holding.
Flag on the play.
From the referee right behind the line of scrimmage. Normally that's a holding call, which it is.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards foul. Beat down.
So that's going to back the Wolves on up almost to, well, it will be to Central Phoenix City's 42-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 20. That's 2 long penalties for the Wolves. They can't continue to do that all night, not against this team. It's a bad snap. Was picked up by number 19. Did retain possession of the ball, but man, that's going to be another 15-yard loss for the Wolves.
Yeah, we got a sack there from A.J. Harris. You'll see in the replay. Looked like maybe the snap might have been a little bit high, but they got on top of it, though, and A.J. Harris, number 4, number 25 there, ended up making the sack. Jaden Coleman would brings up a long, extremely long 2nd down.
Ball is on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that'll be 2nd and 30 plus. Or 3rd and 30 plus, sorry. Nope, I was right, 2nd.
I'm not sure what that whistle was for.
It looked like they had the wrong down on the down marker. So they had 3rd down, so they had to get it back to 2nd down. Dothan High trying the right side of that Red Devil defense, and no go. That was number 0, Raymond Blackman, getting pushed back for some more yardage lost.
Again, another tackle for A.J. Harris. You can see why he's a 5-star defensive back recruit. He can't just only cover the wide receivers. He comes down and a great tackler, too, at the line of scrimmage.
Third and forever. Had a man open. That was the throwing quarterback. That's number 12, Carter Davis. And Dothan High had a step or two. It was wide open. That could have been a touchdown if it was thrown. A little bit of pressure on quarterback, but, man, that would have been nice.
And a little bit miscommunication there. The wide receiver actually broke towards the middle of the field. Carter thought he was going towards the sideline, and they couldn't get something out of that turnover. But, again, they had the win at the back, and hopefully they can pin them here deep and keep them off the scoreboard.
Again, we thank all our audience for being with us here on this Thursday night edition of high school football. Another good punt taken by Carmelo English, and he's going to get about, 8-10 yards on the return. So the Red Devils take over at their own 26-yard line with 4:41 left before the half.
TK Knight for Dothan made a nice tackle. Thought that he's going to get to the sidelines and have a chance to take it to the house. 18 closed in on him and did a good job.
Be first and 10. Ball is on the 27-yard line.
The Wolves needing to stop here before halftime. Don't want to go into the locker room down 2 touchdowns against this fast-paced Red Devil offense. Good coverage. Lots of times going to just flip it out. Going to be incomplete. Pass was intended to number 13, Dylan Upshaw. Good coverage there by the secondary there, the Wolves.
Yeah, that was a good job, and also a great job at Jalen Epps. He was pretty much composed the whole way, just moved the pocket out, and there at the very last minute just kind of flicked it away, and that's, you can tell that he's.
By the offense. The foul is declined. The results of the plays that he can pass, second down.
So they declined another penalty for illegal man downfield, but you can tell this quarterback's been coached by somebody who's played the quarterback position for sure.
2nd and 10 for the Red Devils. Looking to the sideline for a change in the play. The handoff is to number 20, John Adams.
Got another flag here.
Flag on the field.
You know, that last play when he threw the ball away, that was his first incompletion of the game. And that's impressive for Mr. Epps. This was kind of a late flag, so it might have been another situation of unsportsmanlike. Those at home will kind of wonder what he's doing. He's talking to his mic to his other officials on the sidelines, and normally those officials are talking to the coaches and letting them know what the penalty is on who and what for. And it looks like it was something after the tackle.
Yeah, Coach Kennedy is talking with the ref on the sideline, trying to figure out exactly what they called and why they called it.
It looked like on the replay it might have been against the Dothan guy because Central wanted to retaliate, and he didn't.
Personal foul on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down. There is a disqualification.
Looks like somebody threw a punch then. And if it's number 3, they're not giving us the number. If it is number 3, that is a huge loss for Dothan High. Corian Salter is one of the leaders on the defense. I'm not sure exactly what they're being accused of. He obviously threw a punch to be ejected from the ballgame, though.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Wolves defense because he is one of the leaders on that defense. put the ball on the 42-yard line. Central. Look for a big pass, and it is. That's number 8. Cam Coleman, and that is a
We have another flag, though.
40-yard strike. Like we got a flag, it's probably going to be holding on the back. And I think it was the running back on the back. Looked like he tried to tackle because the guy was coming straight up the middle.
Actually, it was roughing the passer on Dothan High, so they'll decline that for the touchdown.
Well, I think they missed a holding. But, man, what a beautiful, man. Very nice throw. That Jalen Epps can, as we said earlier, can show spin it. I mean, that was right on the money, and that was a long throw.
Yeah, he's got a big target, and he's only a junior.
Roughing the passer by the defense. The touchdown is good. 15 yards will be administered on the kickoff.
So it was roughing the passer, and that will be administered on the kickoff. Red Devils 20, Wolves 7. We got the call ball, PAT. Be cool. Kick by number 15, Max Johnson. And it is good. With that, 4:04 left before half. And the Red Devils up by 2 touchdowns, Mark, just that fast.
Yeah, you're going to see the replay right here. He's looking at him the whole way. Just a flick of the wrist, about 50, 60 yards in the air, catches it. Mr. Coleman, just a junior. You can see why they call him Mini Megatron. He's got another year growing before he even gets to college. So they're very impressive offense to watch.
And he has great speed. I mean, he's pulling away from the defender with 3, 4 yards. So we'll watch this instant replay of roughing the passer after the play, and there it is.
I think looks like the head coach from Dothan High just got a flag. I think they were discussing why the guy got ejected. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to call here. But I don't know if it's a sideline warning or it's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
The Dothan team, 15 yards.
So it's unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolves, so that's going to bring the kickoff down. It's way down.
It looked like Coach Kennedy had the official's ear on the sideline about the call, I think, due to the ejection. He kept pointing to the other side, and I think he may have gone a little too far and got the 15-yard penalty. You may see an onside kick here from Central Phoenix City. I mean, they're that far inside the line of scrimmage. I mean, you're looking at about the 35-yard line. So
that's a great point. I mean, why not? So
actually, 30-yard line.
Yeah, they're on the 30-yard line, going to be kicking off from the 30-yard line. So if you got it that far down in territory, you might as well just try a kick and see if you can recover. And you got 4:04 left before the half, and be able to put another touchdown.
It looks like what he's lined up to do.
Nice kick. And it was touched by the Wolves and looked like it might have been hard to handle, but number 14 did a great job of just falling on the ball. So it was Matt Turner. He's a wide receiver, good hands. Had all the good hands people in there.
I mean, look, they're getting the ball roughly on about the 20-yard line, so it's just like kicking out the back of the end zone. And you had a chance to get in the ball. I like that play call by Coach Nix here, but it's 4:02 left to go in the second quarter. Dothan High needs to drive here and put some points on the board. You'll see the instant replay right here with the kicker. And good stop, kind of bobbled it there a little bit. Like you said, number 14 did a great job. Matt Turner falling on it, 1st and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, Dothan High is those methodical drives. They can work here. You only got 4 minutes. Can't do 6 minutes. They ain't 6 minutes. So you're going to have to find a couple plays to get it on downfield if you want to try to score before half.
Yeah, and I think also what's killed them in the past 2 drives have been holding penalties. They cannot have these 10-yard penalties, and that hurts this offense and kind of puts them in a bind trying to get those extra yards because they've done a good job of getting 6, 7, 8, sometimes maybe 12 yards, but 20, 30 yards, that's tough to get on this offense.
was number 5, Tamarian Peterson, with a shotgun snap. He's going to try up the middle, and he's going to get stopped. Look like Dothan High is just going to be content to kind of run this clock out.
Yeah, but as I thought, Central Phoenix City probably took a timeout here. I'm not sure who called it.
Ball carrier number 5, Tamarian Peterson.
Yeah, Central Phoenix
It was
City
because they were, there's plenty of time if they can stop them with this explosive offense and that arm that Mr. Epps has got. I mean, there's 2 touchdowns passes and not short ones either. They were long ones, so they're looking to put some more points on the board for this second quarter's over with, Mark.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They don't need much time. Get 2 minutes, and you can see Coach Kennedy, they're still talking and still chewing on the officials. Got to be careful here. You don't want to get in too much of trouble, but that's a good job by our camera crew catching that on the sidelines. It's kind of hostile with the fans kind of caught in behind it, and you got to be careful here. Don't let your emotions get the best of you and get another 15-yard penalty that's going to put your offense in the hole. So hopefully Dothan High here with 3rd and looks like about 8 is what you're looking at, or 7 maybe?
Yep, about 7, long 7.
This is a huge down for Dothan High.
Sure wish they could have capitalized on that turnover, Mark. That would have been a big difference in this game.
Yeah, the penalty and then the miscommunication on the snap kind of put Dothan High in the hole.
Raymond Blackman back in the quarterback spot, number 0. Got a shift.
It's different.
That's going to get them a first down right there. That was a little bit different there, a little misdirection. One going one way, one going another way, and we run it up the middle.
Yeah, that had me confused. I looked to the right, then looked to the left, and they went right up the gut. Nice tackle. But number 46, Kevion Lamons, he did a good job of staying with it, but he definitely had me confused.
Yeah, that was number 13, Cannell Jones, with it. And I was looking I was looking right and left. I didn't even think it was going up the middle. So 1st and 10, the Wolves from their own 33-yard line, 2:40 and counting on the clock. We have another shift. Trips on this side, doubles on the far side.
Actually, if you notice, number 56 actually went in motion. He came down to the bottom of the screen, lined up near the wide receiver. That was an odd-looking formation, but Dothan High coaches didn't like it, and that was a timeout by Dothan High.
Timeout for Dothan High, 2:28. Again, thank you for our sponsors. Thank you for our audience. Appreciate you being with us on this kind of a strange Thursday night game instead of a Friday night game. Weather's nice. The stands got a nice crowd for the Wolves. I'll tell you what, they've really stepped it up. The crowd has on supporting this team, Mark.
Yeah, it's nice and cool weather tonight. Our meteorologist Jackie told us that it was going to be a little cool tonight, so she did a good job. And you see folks with hoodies on, and that's a nice sign to see since we had 90-degree temperature about a week ago. So this is good football weather.
It's fantastic football weather. Yeah, David Paul said it's going to be about 66 at the end of the game, and Jackie said it's going to be 67. So we'll see who's right.
Yeah. And we tried to get her on, but she doesn't want to give the weather out for some reason.
I don't understand. All right, let's get back to play. 1st down and 10 for the DHS Wolves. Need to do a little howling here. Going to look for a pass. That was number 0, Raymond Blackman. Kind of rolled out to his right and looked downfield, but there was nothing open, so he's going to be taken down about half a yard loss.
Yeah, number 4, Mr. Harris, on the replay. You're going to see his closing speed on what the coaches like. Blackman is fast. Number 4, he's right there with him and did a great job of closing in and stopping that. Could have been 2 or 3 yard gain, but actually lost a yard for Dothan High.
Ball handed off number 1, Octavius Thomas. He's going to plow ahead for probably about a 4-yard gain. He's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Kevion Lamons another tackle. Looks like we may have another timeout for Central Phoenix City. Yeah, that's what we have.
So Central Phoenix City, the Red Devils looking to stop Dothan High right here inside their own territory, get them maybe a good run back. You know, don't even have to have a good run back with that arm that Mr. Epps has, but looking to get the ball back with about, you know, over a minute left, maybe a minute 10 left if they stop them here, and then trying to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, and also Central Phoenix City gets the ball back on the opening kickoff in the second half, so you know, this could be huge for them if they could get a stop here. Now, in Dothan High's favor is the wind. The wind is blowing extremely hard from left to right and going to the face of Central Phoenix City. So if they're going to kick a field goal, I would imagine they're going to have to get probably close to the 20, maybe 25-yard line to get a good leg on it. But the way as fast as their offense is, they don't need much time, and they've been impressive tonight.
Clock stops at 1:41 with that timeout. Again, if you just joined us, Central Phoenix City Red Devils on top, 21-7 against the DHS Wolves. The Wolves content to run the ball. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 6.
I think Central just took their last timeout with 1:34 left.
So that timeout, again, the Red Devils looking to score, put some more points on this board, and Dothan High is going to have to keep up on the points department, Mark Kennedy, if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, you're right, Phil. You're looking at probably going to have the ball back with about 1:25 left by the time the kick's over. You're going to have English back there on the return. He's dynamic. He may take it to the house. Who knows? But you definitely need some stops here for Dothan High because you cannot let them get on the points here and then start the second half with another scoring drive, because I think that would be a little too much to overcome in the second half for Dothan High. So this is a big series for Dothan High in the next minute and 34 seconds.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think it's imperative that they keep this to a 2-touchdown game going into the locker room at halftime. Carmelo back at the 25-yard line. Nice high spiral punt. I'm driving back to about the 15. We got a flag on the play, though. He's going to return it back like to almost about the 22-yard line.
That was thrown pretty quick, so I'm assuming that's probably a holding on Central Phoenix City, most likely. So they'll be starting back probably close to the inside their 20.
Tell you what, the kicker for the Wolves, number 17, Adam Watford, has done a really nice job on punting it very high and deep. See what Mr. White has to say about the situation.
During the return, holding by the return team, 10 yards to the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, that's a positive for the Wolves. Drives them back until about the 15. Well, it is the 15-yard line with 1:20 left
Ball is on the 15-yard line
for the half. And Dothan High needing a stop. Got tripped receivers on the near side, single on the far side. Very nice pressure by the Wolves.
A flag on play, generally in the holding section. Now, a reminder for the fans at home that the only time the clock will stop is on a first down. And Central does not have any timeouts, so they're going to have to go pretty quick, which they normally do. You'll see in the replay here, great penetration. Looks like we got a hold on the bottom of the screen on 31 right there. Had him wrapped around the neck.
There's also a play bringing up second down.
But they definitely going to decline, and they did.
So it's going to bring up second down. The Red Devils pushed way back inside their red zone at about the 10-yard line. 1:04 and ticking.
They're probably not going to go too fast here because Dothan High has timeouts, and if they don't make plays, Dothan High would get the ball probably pretty close to midfield.
The handoff to the right side is going to be stopped by the Wolves with a little or no gain. Looks like the Red Devils is going to be content to run this clock out and go to the locker room with a 2-touchdown lead, Mark.
I think we got a timeout, though, here for Dothan, which would be their last one, I believe. Maybe not.
25 seconds and ticking till the half.
Yeah, they technically don't have to snap it again.
25 seconds on the play clock. So that's what they're going to do. They're just going to let the clock run out, go to the locker room with 2 touchdowns, lead.
And I think the coaches will be happy with that with Dothan High. Again, they're going to have a big stop starting in the second half when they come back.
All right, the clock has run down, so we are going into halftime with the Red Devils 21, the Wolves 7. Red Devils going fast and furious. The Wolves driving it. Did not convert on that first drive, which would have been fantastic. Because they drove it down, 70 yards, 60 yards almost, and then just turned it over on downs.
Yeah, this offense is as advertised for Central Phoenix City. They throw it, they spread you out, and then they gas you with the run in the middle. Jalen Epps has done a great job. He's thrown for 2, ran for 1. This is impressive offense. I think it's going to be a fun second half, but Dothan has got their hands going to be tough in the second half because I imagine they're going to come out Central Phoenix City wanting to put some points on the board, and Dothan High's going to need to stop them. If not, they'll already be down 3 touchdowns, and that's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to put a handle on Jalen Epps. They're going to have to either put pressure on him, but don't let him run. So you got to kind of do a little bit of both, though. But so it's going to be a great second half coming up. So please come back and join us.
There's never been a better time to explore your career options, and you can start at WTVY.com/nowhiring. We want to connect employers across the Wiregrass with people just like you, who have the passion and drive to do more than just earn a living, but make an impact. So whether you're thinking blue collar, white collar, indoor, outdoor, office, or remote, start exploring the openings local businesses have right here. Visit WTVY.com/nowhiring. Sponsored by Wayne Farms.
Are you looking for a great place to eat? Come by Hot's Deli, where we pride ourselves on our fresh-cut fruit and vegetables we use for our menu. We bake our bread and chicken fresh each day and have one of the largest gluten-free menus around. At Hot's, we offer sandwiches, salads, soups, wraps, pizzas, wings, and our customers love our homemade chicken salad and fresh-made sides. Don't forget to try our baked fries or seared tuna. We have something for everyone, family-friendly, and service with a smile. Hot's Deli, 180 Westgate Parkway, and remember, get baked, not fried.
Better morning start with News 4.
Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Justin McNelly.
And I'm Kinsley Centers. This is News 4 this morning.
Helping you plan your day.
With forewarned weather.
Wake up with us tomorrow morning with everything you need to start your day.
Covering the Wiregrass all morning long. Even some fun along the way.
Get up to speed. News 4, your hometown news leader all morning long. Start your day with Kinsley, Justin, and Amber on News 4 this morning.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Terry McBride with Country Financial.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for the Central High School Band with the music of Tina Turner. On behalf of Dr. Dennis Coe, Superintendent of Dothan City Schools, and Dr. Samuel Bland, Principal of Dothan High School, and Dothan Music Supervisor, Mr. Scott Falk, we proudly present the Dothan High School Pride of the Wolfpack Marching Band. The 2022 DHS Band is under the field direction of Drum Major Jenny Messenger. Tonight's show is the music of the stars, opening with the Krypton fanfare, You Are the Sunshine of My Life, Rocket Man, Gustav Holst Mars, and Elton John's Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dothan High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your Dothan High School marching band. This past weekend, they made straight superior ratings at the Marching Festival in Rehoboth, Alabama. And coming up this next weekend, they will be performing this festival show at Andalusia, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dothan High School marching band.
life in the Wiregrass for generations and play an important role in our local economy. We feel the pride this community has in its agricultural heritage. Watch as we celebrate farmers in our News 4 series, Proud to be a Farmer, on the third Monday of every month during News 4 This Morning and on demand at WTVY.com and the WTVY News 4 app for your favorite mobile or streaming device. News 4's Proud to be a Farmer series is sponsored by Alabama Ag Credit.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Are you looking for a great place to eat? Come by Hot's Deli, where we pride ourselves on our fresh-cut fruit and vegetables we use for our menu. We bake our bread and chicken fresh each day and have one of the largest gluten-free menus around. At Hot's, we offer sandwiches, salads, soups, wraps, pizzas, wings, and our customers love our homemade chicken salad and fresh-made sides. Don't forget to try our baked fries or seared tuna. We have something for everyone, family-friendly, and service with a smile. Hot's Deli, 180 Westgate Parkway, and remember, get baked, not fried.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here.
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
with best practices and improved processes.
We're delivering safer care
And more satisfied patients.
As a result, our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog,
an elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Kerry McBride with Country Financial.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to start this second half here in a minute. We're just going to kind of recap some of the things that went on in the first half. Mark, so what did you see with Central Phoenix City? Their main strengths, weaknesses? I didn't see many of those now.
No, they are very balanced. Their quarterback has about 200 of the 214 yards of offense. Very quick, fast-paced, as you see on film and things of that nature. They are looking like a high-powered offense that Dothan is going to have a hard time with. It's going to be a tough matchup in the second half, but they did stop them there to stop off the end of the second quarter, and hopefully Dothan High can get another stop here and get some momentum going here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Dothan High is going to have to capitalize on every little bit of positive they have, whether it's that turnover that they have or driving the ball down in the red zone. You know, you got to come away with some points. So, you know, the Red Devils just been able to score and big plays, 2 long touchdown passes, so they can score like that. I mean, one of them took like less than 3 minutes to score. Dothan High is driving it down 6 and 7 minutes, which is fine, but you got to capitalize on that. You can't just drive it down to the 20 and turn it over on downs.
And just about every set of downs for Dothan High, they've killed themselves with penalties, and they cannot do that against this Phoenix City defense. They're too good to try to get 3rd, 15 or 2nd and 18. It's going to be tough on them.
So as you said before the half, the Red Devils are going to be getting the ball. So big number 4 is back to receive. Had a little mix up on who was going to carry the ball, but finally got number 83, and they're going to return the ball to about the 24-yard line where Central Phoenix City would take over offense.
Nice tackle by number 38. I see White there. Pretty good field position for Central Phoenix City, but this is a big set of downs for Dothan High here to start the second half.
Yeah, that was number 83, Davion Bennett with the return. So just as in the first half, the Red Devils going to spread the ball out, go tempo. Going to be a fake handoff, going to be a throw. Number 7 was all over him. There was no flag, so that's good. The throw was intended for number 2, Carmelo English.
Yeah, it looked like number 7 had him around the hip there a little bit, and I thought he might have got away with them there, but you're going to have to pressure these wide receivers. They have a couple of them that we've talked about all night, English and Coleman. You will see them on Saturday the next couple of years. Number 8 is just a junior, and number 2 is actually a top 100 receiver in the nation, and they're impressive.
That was number 1, Jalen Epps again with a pass to number 7, Jared Wiley, and that was just a stop route. I mean, it was go hard, stop, turn around. Great timing, though, by Mr. Epps. Watch this replay here.
Yeah, you're going to see a great job. First thing you notice, hardly any pressure on the quarterback. Kevion Doherty can't defend him forever, and the quarterback's just having his day in the park back there. They're going to have to put pressure on him because this quarterback is too good to let him just sit back there and pick you apart.
Yeah, he will eat you alive if you let him. You got to put a little bit of pressure on there. Stunt from the outside.
It's a nice pass, but I think we do have a hold back here on number 31.
That pass was number 28, Cam Coleman, and it would be a touchdown, but I believe you're right. It's going to be holding against Central, and that's going to bring that long game back. But well, lucky for Dothan High because Cam was wide open. They wasn't nobody within 5 yards of him.
Yeah. He had number 31 for Dothan High there on the blitz, Ezekiel Scott. He got around his man, and listen here for a second.
On the offense, 10 yards from the spot of foul. Repeat first down.
Yeah, the left tackle pretty much just wrapped his arm around Ezekiel Scott's neck. You'll see on the instant replay at the number 55 right there. He just reaches out and just grabs him with his left arm and hangs on to him, and that's what got the foul. But that was good pressure, though, by Ezekiel Scott. They're going to need to do that.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that hold, he'd have got in there and put a lot of pressure on number 1, that's for sure. So that's going to bring up a long 27 yards, actually. It's going to be an attempt that's going to quick out pass to Dylan Upshaw by Mr. Epps, and he just missed the ball. But we had good coverage by number 8, though. I don't think he'd have gained much, Mark.
Yeah, you'll see here on this replay, nice and smooth, good throw, just hitting right in the hands, and I think he was looking to run before he caught the ball, and that's what happened to him.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 27. This will be a nice stop for Dothan High if they can pin them back in there, deep in their own territory. See if Dothan High can put a little pressure on big number 1, Mr. Jalen Epps. It's a missed tackle right there in the front. They should have dropped him for just a short gain, but you got to wrap him up. That was number 6, Dylan Gentry. No, I'm sorry, Zach Simmons with a run that's going to be almost a first down.
Yeah, number 7, Kevion Dury. Now they have a reasonable chance at 3rd and 10, but that was a big gain there for Central Phoenix City. Definitely need to get pressure on the quarterback here. Can't let him have all day in the backfield to make a play.
There we go. Don't let go. Nice. Good pressure, great pressure. Made him roll way out. He did get the ball off, but it was good coverage downfield, and that's what Dothan High needed to do, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10, Mark Kenny.
Yeah, that was a great job, and a great job by the defense of putting pressure on him. And when he got to the sidelines, did not want to hit him after he ran that far, and that was a good play here. You're going to see on that instant replay, number 31 kind of pushes on him and gets him in the number 34 there. 24, I'm sorry, runs him out. Number 28 right there at the very end does a great job, Kendall Brewer, but again, number 31 held off there at the very end because that would have been a little 15-yard penalty of late hit. Great job by Dothan High.
A good high punt, too, by the Red Devils. Ball's going to be returned by Jalen Corbett. It's going to get up to about the 24-yard line. So great stop by Dothan High. The Wolves defense stepping up.
Yeah, I imagine the coaches told the kids we've got to stop on this first drive and let's get some points on the board and make this a one-possession game. And so far, part 1's been done by the Dothan High defense. Now the offense got to do their part.
I think like we said in the first half, I think it is absolutely imperative that they play mistake-free football. No lapse of concentration and getting those offsides or holding or so that was number 5, Tamarian Peterson, trying to bump it out to the right side, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 with the Wolves at their own 24-yard line, 25-yard line.
Again, A.J. Harris right back to where he was before in the first half, doing a great job there. Those that are just joining us, that's the cornerback that has been committed to Georgia, big 5-star recruit. Everybody in the country wanted him, including Alabama and Auburn. He decided to go to Athens.
So you watch him as lined up a linebacker. Wherever that overload, he moves to that side of the overload because usually that's the way they run the ball. Didn't that time, though. Fake that, and this a really good run. It's going to bring up get a first down. So that was number 22, A.J. Alexander, with a really nice run, and that's some of that misdirection that they really need to do.
Yeah, 28 came up and popped him right there, and that was a good, clean football hit by Ashton Reed. And the runner did a great job of holding on to the ball. That was just a good, sound football play right there for a first down.
They picks up enough yardage for a first down, 1st and 10.
Tamarian Peterson with a direct snap. Going to bull his way over for about 4 yard lines to the 40-yard line. Going to be second and a long 5. Well, second and 6.
That's a good first down, though. Nice tackle by Dexter McDaniel, the linebacker. But that's not a bad first down, what you want for Dothan High.
No, I'm sure Coach Kennedy will take that all day long. You get another one of those, you'll have third and half a yard. 8:32 left in this third quarter. Red Devils up by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. The Wolves driving the ball, and there's that silly mistakes right there.
Yeah, I think we've got number 2 from Dothan High with a false start. You know, they got so many teams on the little quick hitch there right before they hike it, and I think it actually got the Dothan High guy off this time. Looked like the wide receiver at the top of the screen. Number 2 with the false start.
Had a little discussion to see what Mr. White has.
Prior to the legal snap, there was a snap infraction by the offense. 5 yards to the previous spot, still second down.
Well, the Wolves fans did not like that call, but we'll watch it on the instant replay and watch at the top of your screen. I believe you're going to see some movement there. Yep. In fact, you had about 2 or 3 of them there that kind of made a little jerk there, and that's going to get you every time.
Well, the snap infraction is actually the call in the center. So he must have moved the ball illegally, they thought. So that was due to the 5-yard penalty for Dothan High.
Another little misdirection play. That's going to be snuffed out by the Red Devils. That's going to lose about 4 or 5 yards.
Nice tackle, number 1, Jaquan Sanks there. Again, this is what the Dothan High offense can't do, is get third and long situation. This is a good third, 13, maybe 14. It's going to be a tough play here for this offense.
Again, they tried that misdirection, overload one side, fake it that way, and then go to the other, but it didn't work that time either. I think there's a lot of discussions in the locker room with Central Phoenix City about how to stop this offense.
Looks like Carter Davis back in for quarterback position. Have a timeout here, looks like, on Dothan High. And that's going to be tough for Carter. He's sitting on the sidelines, and if he goes at home, it's a little cool outside tonight, and he can't get in a rhythm, and he can't get going, and that's tough sitting there, and you're sitting there. So we're right back in just a second, 21-7.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Kerry McBride with Country Financial.
All right, we're back. Welcome back. And we're looking at Dothan High. They've got a 3rd and 13. And like Mr. Kenny said earlier, this is not an ideal situation for them. Do have Mr. Carter in their quarterback. That's Carter Davis, and he's typically the passing quarterback. But as you said before, I mean, you sit on side. Hopefully he's throwing with a wide receiver over there, keeping that arm warm. But still, that is hard to do. Just come in on a long 3rd down and 13 and to pass the ball. And it may not be passing, maybe just a decoy. Oh, we're going to pass it. Got a man wide open. Fantastic play. That was number 0, Raymond Blackman with a catch, and he was hit hard. But that's going to be a first down all the way inside the Red Devil territory at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by 28. Carter did a great job here. He hits him right at the seam, right in the middle of the field. Blackman goes up there, and he led him perfect.
Great protection by the offensive line of the Wolves to give him time to throw that ball.
And Ashton Reed really put a good pop on him there to hang on to that ball. Mr. Blackman brings up 1st and 10 from Central's, looks like about their 36.
That got the fans on the home side fired up. So that was number 5, Tamarian Peterson. It's hit before the line of scrimmage, or right at the line of scrimmage, by that push of the Red Devils.
I think Mikael Green, the defensive end, actually drove the Dothan High guy back into him. That's a great job of getting on your man and pushing him back in the backfield, and did a great job disrupting that play for sure. I personally would like to see more of Carter out there. I think that would open the offense more if you got a quarterback who can make 3 or 4 of those throws. It's going to make those defensive backs go back a little bit, because right now they're, you got about 10 of them within about 6 yards of the line of scrimmage.
We're going to have a pass by Tamarian Peterson. It's going to be out of reach by number 9. That's Braxton Hornsby. And that was a rollout pass, and I'll be honest with you, number 5 did not look comfortable throwing that ball.
No, and it was really only a one-man route, so that's a tough play call to make. And roll to the short side of the field. He didn't have much room to work with over here.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think Carter Davis, if they put him in there a little bit more on the passing and do it not on, as a just absolute have to, but just to mix things up a little bit.
And I think with not seeing Carter in there right now, you're in 4-down territory. They're going to go for it for her 3rd or 4th. I would imagine.
Got a nice hole, good blocking, open up for number 5, Tamarian Peterson. He's going to bring it all the way down. There's going to be a flag, going to be some little extra going on the sideline after he went out of bounds.
Yeah, Mr. Ashton Reed, who gave the nice hit earlier, didn't make a very smart play on that one. Hit him out of bounds, then continued to go towards him on the sideline, so he could get an additional penalty for taunting. He really could, but I think they're going to have a late hit on Central Phoenix City here. But there could be 2 flags on this, because number 28 continued to go towards him. You'll see on the instant replay here, nice run.
Yeah,
Mr.
great
Peterson
blocking out front.
And he tackles him right here, then shoves him, and then he continues to go towards him right there, and they may get taunting. You'll see a coach right there for Central come over and tell him, get back, get back. So, and there may have been, hopefully, not a retaliation from Dothan High, but there could have been. And we'll find out right here.
With the earlier ejection of the Wolves player, then, I'm sure Dothan High's going to want. We're still having a discussion exactly how much they're going to mark off them for, what the infraction is going to be.
Personal foul by the defense, personal foul by the offense. Those 15-yard penalties offset. There is also a dead ball personal foul face mask by the defense will be enforced half the distance to the goal. First down, Dothan.
So that was a mouthful there, Mark Kinney. There was 2 offsetting personal fouls and an additional face mask personal that was counted. So that's going to put the ball for the Wolves down inside the 10-yard line.
And something very different here that you just saw was, and Saturday and Sunday, if they have 2 teams with fouls, they offset. Not here. They go back and forth, and if you got 4 and this team's got 3, you're going to get 15 yards. And that's what happened here for Dothan High. They got the 15-yard added penalty.
So that's 1st and goal to go for the Wolves at the 8-yard line. Tamarian Peterson driving hard, trying to get there. He's going to get about the 2-yard line. Their great push by the Wolves O-line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line for the Wolves.
Kevion Lehman stopped him about on the 3-yard line, like you said. But if Dothan can get 2 more runs like that, they'll have 6 points on the board here in a second.
Tamarian Peterson again with the ball carrier. Following his blocker, is going to get down to about the 1-yard line, well, about the half-yard line. So she's going to bring up 3rd and goal. The Wolves looking to cut this into a 1-possession game.
That was a nice tackle by number 7, L.J. Williams.
So the ball is on the 1-yard line. One more strong push right here, Mr. Kinney. Go ahead and drive this thing home.
And definitely in 4-down territory here, without a doubt.
That's going to be a touchdown, Wolves. Nice play, great blocking. With 4:39 left in the 3rd quarter, the Dothan High Wolves with the LED lights are going. The fans are hollering. is going to bring this into a one-possession game if they can make this call by Be Cool PAT.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Direct snap right to the quarterback. You hear people talk about it on game day. When you have a quarterback that's direct snap to, that's hard to defend because normally when the quarterback goes back, you're not worried about him too much but because he's out of the play, but on this play he's not.
Kick is up. Kick is good. So, again, with 4:39, the Wolves bring it within one touchdown.
Yeah, normally when he hand it out, you have your quarterback, he hands it off. You don't have to account for the quarterback. But when it direct snaps and it goes, that's been good for Dothan High all night. We talked about it when we got back. Defense, part one of the plan was to hold them. Phoenix City, they did. Part two was when they get the ball, get something on the board, and they've done that. Now it's a one-possession ball game. And Dothan's doing what they need to do in the second half, and hopefully they can continue to start. Now the coaches, I think, are kind of upset for some reason that one of the Central Phoenix players was not ejected. They were kind of upset about that. But Dothan High's got to have cooler heads here because they're back in the ball game now, and they don't need to make poor mistakes of just doing things and saying things they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, as we said before the game started, is a huge 7A regional game for them. They're both 3-1, so big game. Like you said, they need to stay cool, focus on what they do, and just as they did on that drive, finish the drive with points, and that's what they did. Number 96, Wesley Farmer, set for the kick. Nice deep kick all the way in the end zone, so there's been no return there, so it's going to bring a Central out to the 20-yard line where they'll take over. We'll see if the defense for the Wolves can hold them again.
I'm surprised they haven't done that all night because they're actually with the win here in the third quarter. And Mr. Farmer's got a good enough leg, as you just saw. He put that about 5 or 6 yards in the end zone. Good start for the Dothan High defense.
I believe they still need to put pressure on Jalen Epps. That really worked on those last possessions that they had. They was able to stop Central Phoenix City. That was a direct snap to Jalen Epps, and that was a run all the way, quarterback run all the way. He's going to get down almost to a first down. Looked like he kind of run out of bounds right before, so it's going to be second and about a yard.
And that was a nice play call, kind of calmed down the offense a little bit
Ball is on the 29-yard line.
after the last series, and well done by Mr. Epps.
A quick out pass, number 2, Carmelo English, and that's going to get a first down. Had a blocker out in front, so that was a nice play as well. And he got that ball out in a hurry, did he not?
He did. Mr. English is a big-time wide receiver. Again, that will probably be, you'll see him playing on Saturday next year. He's a senior.
Again, another correct quarterback run by Jalen Epps. So he takes a shotgun snap, takes one step back like he's going to get ready to throw, and then takes off. He's going to get about 2 yards, bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, nice tackle by number 45, Mikael Lowe. Like you said, 2nd and 8. Good stop on first down for Dothan High.
Another quick out pass, number 7, Jared Wiley. Big, strong wide receiver out there, and he's able to drag a Wolf with him to the first down at midfield.
Number 7, Kevion Dury, tackling number 7. And as you can see on the screen, they're about 8 yards, 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and that's given
great swarming defense right there by the Wolves. Jaden Epps still able to push for about 2 yards. He is a big, strong young man, but nice coverage.
Yeah, that was a good job. You'll see here it's just pretty much a quarterback draw. Makes contact by the line of scrimmage and keeps working here. and gets additional about 2 or 3 more extra yards. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Got a man wide open downfield. That's number 2, Carmelo English. He makes a man miss and gets down inside the red zone until about the 18-yard line. He just kind of found a little soft spot in there in between the defense. They're playing a zone, looks like there. And he found a soft spot, an open spot there, and it was hit by Mr. Epps, and nice play.
He made that first guy miss, and then he was looking for contact. He wasn't trying to run out. Got a penalty, looks like. Additional 5 yards here. Face mask looks like. But Mr. English, once he made that first guy miss, he was looking for contact. He wasn't going out of bounds. Strong physical run for Central Phoenix.
That's the same pass that they've thrown a couple times. That's to number 7, Jared Wiley. Again, it's just that quick out, and he's able to get that ball out of his hand so fast. That gives him time to get downfield.
Right, and they don't have a chance for the defense line to get to him. That's a great job there by Central Phoenix.
And the hard thing about that, Mark, if the defense man comes up too far, then you're going to get beat down deep. So, there's a fine line.
Repeat first down.
So there's another ineligible. That's about the 3rd one of those they've had.
They've definitely been looking for that. Again, like we had earlier today, that ball's out of his hands in 2 seconds. I can't imagine a lineman being 4 or 5 yards downfield.
I can't either. I don't see it because he's throwing that thing in a hurry.
They're calling it.
So let's bring up 1st and 15. The Red Devils at the Dothan High 28-yard line. He's looking to the end zone for number 8, big tall receiver, and he got it. It's going to be touchdown, Red Devils. So it's number 8, Cam Coleman, wide receiver there, and he just jumped over the Dothan High defender.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown ball. He threw that ball before he even made his break. He had the defensive back turned completely around, and on top of that, caught it. But okay, we got another ineligible receiver downfield. I imagine Coach Nix is probably going to go.
He's probably going to hog tie that boy if it's the same one. He's going to do something.
Stars.
So that's going to bring it back all the way back to almost the 30-yard line, to the 29-yard line. So that touchdown does not count because it had the 5th ineligible receiver downfield.
Well, another thing they could be doing here, it could be one of the wide receivers is covering up another one. And if you're covered up, you're not allowed to go downfield.
Another strong pass to number 2, Carmelo English. He's going to get back down to about the 7-yard line. So.
And Javion Walker with a nice tackle. That makes me think that's what it is because they have 4 wideouts on about every play. One of the wide receivers is getting up on the line of scrimmage and covering up that outside receiver. He's ineligible once that happens. And when you cover that wide receiver up, he's not allowed to go downfield. And if he is, that's where you get the ineligible downfield.
Yeah, I can't see how a lineman can get down that quick on those short out passes. So that's 1st and goal for Central. We got another flag on the play.
White Hat must know we got the WTVY game of the week because he's getting some TV time today.
It's going to be holding against the Red Devils because that's going to push it back again. Okay, so they're going to decline that penalty. Give them a loss of down, so it's going to be 2nd and 13.
It looked like, again, number 55. Hogtied number 31 for Dothan High, Ezekiel Scott again.
Central cannot get 1st down. That's going to be a illegal procedure. The wide receiver jumped before the ball was snapped. On the right side, that was number 7, Jared Wiley.
Prior to the snap, false start by the offense. 5 yards from the previous.
So that's going to push him back another 5 yards or so. So it's going to be 2nd and 15, 16, 17. They're not able to make a first down because it was goal, so they're going to have to get it in the end zone. Again, another direct run by number 1, Jalen Epps. He's going to get back and probably looks like he may lose a yard.
That was a good job the left side of that defense. For Dothan High, got tackled by a host of Wolves, preventing him to keep going. He did a great job. Looks like one of the players here. Number 26 helmet came off, so he'll have to come off for the next play.
Yeah, Jalen was trying to follow number 21. Well, he was following number 21, Romello Green, but there was way too many Wolves on that left side. Over top throw, beautiful throw. If there's no penalty on this one, this will be a touchdown for the Red Devils. That was to number 7, Jared Wiley, and just a nice touch over the shoulder pass.
Yeah, they took 3 wide receivers, moved them to the left side of the formation, leaving one-on-one at the top. Dothan High slid their secondary, the safeties down to defend against number 2 and against number 8. Left number 3 wide open for Central, and he did a great job, great catch there for Central Phoenix. And
number 15, Max Johnson, again for the call by Be Cool, PAT. The lefty's been perfect tonight on the PAT and still is. So that's going to bring the Red Devils, again, by 2 touchdowns.
You'll see the instant replay here. Top of your screen there, number 7, one-on-one against number 7. And great ball, nice hands. Probably the nicest play about that was how number 7 caught it with his hands. He didn't let the ball get in on his body to hit off his pads. And when you got a quarterback throwing the ball like that, makes it easy.
Yeah, and he needs to go ahead and high-five that O-line for giving him that much protection as well.
And if you're Dothan High, you got to be thinking that number 2, number 8's been killing us all night. They weren't even thinking about number 7. And
a lot of weapons on that Red Devil team.
Yeah, no doubt. And you got the quarterback with his feet.
Yep.
At any time can make things happen. It's been pretty good for them tonight.
So it's going to have 37 seconds for the end of this 3rd quarter. And the Wolves needing to stay with them on the points department. Kick is up, is taken by number 0. And he's making a nice now return. That is Raymond Blackman. All the way back to the Wolves' 44-yard line.
Delvin Stokes with a great tackle there, close to midfield. And that was a nice run by Mr. Blackman. They're going to need some more of those here in the second half, here in the replay on the kickoff. Caught the ball about the 14. Made a cut right here, went straight ahead right there, and he didn't make that tackle. 84 was blocking off number 4 there. He might have gone all the way.
Another nice gain. That's almost a 9-yard, about a 9-yard gain. So that's run on number 22, A.J. Alexander.
Yeah, it's like a little double handoff in the backfield.
Brings up a 2nd down and 2.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down 2 with the clock ticking down 5 seconds. Believe they're going to be able to get this play off. So we're going to take a break, come back for the last quarter with us.
Are you looking for a great place to eat? Come by Hot's Deli, where we pride ourselves on our fresh-cut fruit and vegetables we use for our menu. We bake our bread and chicken fresh each day and have one of the largest gluten-free menus around. At Hot's, we offer sandwiches, salads, soups, wraps, pizzas, wings, and our customers love our homemade chicken salad and fresh-made sides. Don't forget to try our baked fries or seared tuna. We have something for everyone, family-friendly and service with a smile. Hots Deli, 180 Westgate Parkway. And remember, get baked, not fried.
We want to make it clear
what comes first here.
At Southeast Health, we're improving quality
and keeping our patients safer.
With best practices and improved processes,
we're delivering safer care
and more satisfied patients.
As a result, our hospital earned an A for patient safety from Leapfrog,
an elite designation recognizing our high standards.
We made the commitment.
We earned the grade.
We did it for you.
Southeast, always the right direction.
Biblically based preaching, dynamic music, ministry to the entire family. Find it all at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Dothan. Worship with us Sunday mornings at 8:15 or 10:50. And check us out at rbcdothan.org.
Friday Night Football's live game of the week is sponsored by Kerry McBride with Country Financial.
Welcome back. We appreciate you being with us for this game. The Dothan High Wolves, it's third down in inches, and I think they're going to probably just measure this, ain't they, Mo?
So it looked like it was, while you were gone, they ran a quarterback run right up the middle, and it looks like he got it from here.
Yeah, it looked like his forward progress on the push had it easily, but the spot kind of showed a little bit different. So it is a first down, Wolves. Dothan High need to make up 2 touchdowns this fourth quarter to tie this ball game up, and they need to hold the Red Devils to no points, which has been a tough task with Mr. Jaden Epps and his arm. There's number 5, Tamarian Peterson, with a nice stiff arm there, kind of rolling to his left, following his blockers. Was able to get down for another Wolves first down.
Yeah, nice tackle by, again, A.J. Harris. But again, Dothan High surprised me. I wouldn't expect them to be able to do this. Really, they're just killing themselves with penalties. If they don't have penalties, I would think we would be winning a 1 point or maybe a tie ball game. They got to quit those crazy penalties.
Nice, another little misdirection play there. That was number 22, A.J. Alexander, was given the handoff, and he was able to cut back up and get a good 7 yards.
Again, another one of those double handoffs in the back of the field. Tamarian handed off to him and got a nice, good long 7 yards on the first down. Nice play call.
Nice run, another handoff to number 22, A.J. Alexander. He's able to get a Wolves first down, and the left side of that O-line is really putting some blocking in. And to be honest, hey, Central's been, their defense has been on there a lot because it's been long, sustained drive that Dothan High has had.
They have, and number 1, Daquan Sanks with the tackle on number 24. But again, it was the same play call. They just did a double handoff in the backfield and got a good first down.
Another good run. That's number 1, Octavius Thomas. So they kind of switch it up. Again, that's that triple threat that they have. They have number 0, number 1, and number 5 that they'll just switch in and out of in the quarterback position to get a shotgun snap, and then just follow the blocks. Another one blocks. So, keep some fresh legs in there.
And then you got A.J. Alexander, number 22 as well. He's kind of some nice runs there. You're exactly right. It looks like they're wearing down on this Central Phoenix City, but the only problem is it's taking a lot of time off the clock, and they've got to start moving at a faster pace.
Yeah, I would see a lot of hands on hips over there on the defense for the Red Devils. Got number 12, Carter in there. He made a nice move to get away and not get sacked in the backfield, and was able to come up with about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Getting close, it's going to be 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, nice game saving, actually good, nice touchdown saving tackle there number 6, Dexter McDaniel. If Carter makes him miss, he's walking into the end zone.
Carter showed a little speed there.
He sure did. I think if he doesn't slip, I think he beats him, but brings up, looks like about maybe 3rd and 2 now.
It's number 5, Tamarian Peterson, driving those legs, getting down inside the 10-yard line.
Dexter McDaniel with another tackle. And right now, Dothan High is having their way with that defensive line. Be 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line, looks like.
So 8:38, this has been a good 4-minute drive. Nice little reverse, almost like a little reverse. It was handoff to number 22. I think the ball came out, but it was whistled dead. That was A.J. Alexander again, and he's made a little impact this second half, Mark.
He really has. It's that same play again where it's a double handoff where they hand it off on the inside, and it's like an inside trap. They're catching them, and the Central Phoenix has actually seen them go left, and actually they're running the opposite direction, and it's causing the defense problems. It'll be 2nd and goal here from the 1-yard line, looks like. I would expect a direct sack to the quarterback, and Mr. Blackman following that line right into the end zone here.
Dothan High Wolves Nation fan base is on their feet, wanting a touchdown, and they got it. That's number 5. Tamarian Peterson walks into for the score, and that's going to bring the score 28-20 before the PAT. Crowd going nuts, lights going, flashing. The student section is on their feet.
Yeah, that's a nice drive. Again, Dothan High just had their way with the defense of Central Phoenix City. I'm really impressed with the offensive line and the play calling. They really had them on their heels the whole drive, and nice play there for Dothan High.
Wesley Farmer for the call by PAT. Big hole, and it is good. So that brings us to a 1-touchdown game, Mark Kenny, 28-21. And again,
you'll see the replay here. Direct snap to number 5, Mr. Peterson. He follows his line in and pretty much goes untouched for the touchdown. That's a nice job by the Dothan High. Now, I would expect here probably on this next drive from Central Phoenix City, we've seen them, all night go so fast. I think they're probably going to slow down a little bit and try to take some time off the clock. And if they can score with under 2 minutes to go, I think that would be ideal for them. They don't want to score too fast, and they don't want to do anything too risky, I wouldn't think, for a turnover. So I would expect Central to kind of slow down a little bit, maybe milk that clock a little bit here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right. That makes sense to me. And again, the way Dothan High drove that last one, I mean, it wasn't a 7-minute, but it was a 4.5-minute drive. And they're getting gains of 5 yards, 6 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards. So they was really pushing that defensive line off the ball. So it seemed like they're getting stronger. Again, as we said, the Red Devils been on the field a good while, the defense. Going a little pooch kick, keep it away from the runners, and that might have backfired on them a little bit. That was caught by number 21. And returned all the way down inside the Wolf territory, about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great job. He caught that on the run, on a full steam, and I think he caught the Dothan High off guard. I didn't think he was expecting him to catch it. And next thing you know, that first line he was already past them and before they even knew it. So Dothan High caught up with him about 20, 30 yards down the line of scrimmage. That's great starting field position for Central Phoenix here.
Yeah, that's number 21, Romello Green. He is a running back that made that return and got Dothan High defense back on their heels. That's just a nice pitch and catch right there to number 2, Carmelo English. I think Dothan High, they're going to have to come up on that play. I mean, you just can't give them a 5-yard cushion, Mark.
No.
And then get 8 yards. You got to come up and challenge that. You got to.
But he's so explosive that if you get up too close, he's going to go around you.
That's true.
So, I mean, pick your poison.
Yes, true.
That's a problem. But, I mean, I know what you mean. But I imagine if Coach Nick sees that, he's going to call the play, just pitch it out to him, and number 2, number 8, put the ball in their hands.
Nice stop on a dime by number 6, Zach Simmons. He's headed to the left side and just put on the brakes and saw a little crease and was able to get the first down all the way down to the Wolves' 25-yard line.
Yeah, Marcus Myers on a nice tackle here, brings up second and short, looks like 3 for Central Phoenix City. And again, as you see here, they're taking their time a little bit more here on the play.
Watch number 2, Carmelo Inglis on their side. No, it's going to be a straight run by Jalen Epps. Dothan High was ready for that, though. He may have got a yard.
His nice tackle by number 26 there, Takevius Martin. Actually, it was a first down they got on the last possession before that, the play before that. This brings up 2nd and 9 now for Central Phoenix.
Clock winding down with 6:41. Now that's coming up and meeting. So that was a nice job right there. That was almost for no gain.
And Keavion Dury did a great job of defending off that block and making that tackle and being physical with the receiver. That was well done. Have to give Mr. Dury credit. He's been kind of rough on him sometimes tonight. They've made some plays on him. That was a great job by Keavion right there.
It's going to be a 3rd down and a long 9. The Wolves need to hold the Red Devils here, get that ball back for a chance to tie this ball game all day long. So that's going to be called over the middle by number 2, Carmelo English. And again, no pressure on Mr. Epps. Dothan High needed to put some pressure because it gave that time for that play to develop and him find that seam in the middle.
Yeah, there's Asan White with a nice tackle there, but buddy, let me tell you something. You can't give those 2 wide receivers that much time because Mr. Epps does a great job of finding them, and it must be a nice luxury to have as a quarterback to throw to those 2 guys.
Play clock wind down to 3 seconds before they snap that ball. So like Mark said, they're trying to milk this clock a little bit as well. That play was stopped at about the line of scrimmage there. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
And Mr. Epps is at a little over 250 yards passing already here in the 4th quarter. He's done a great job of maneuvering this offense up and down the field tonight. And on top of that, he also leads the team in rushing with 76 yards. So he's been tough for Dothan High to handle tonight.
Got a man in motion, and he's going to get the ball. That was number 13. Nice cutback. He's going to bring it all the way down to about the 1-yard line. That was number 13, Dalen Upshaw.
Again, another weapon. You're not looking for number 13. They're worried about Epps and Coleman and English, and you slip him on a wide receiver handoff, and nice play call by Coach Nix and the offensive staff for Central Phoenix City.
Yeah, he was able to get a full head of steam when he got that ball too. So, and he made a nice cut in the middle. So 1st and about a yard. It's going to be a throw, and it is caught. Yes, it is caught. So Central Phoenix City is going to score. So that's going to make it another 2-touchdown lead for the Red Devils. And that was just a little slant out. Kind of cleared everybody out with the other receivers, cleared them out to the back, and, had a little slant come out from the tight end. And it was not a particularly good throw. It was probably one of the worst throws that he's had, but he was so wide open, it really didn't matter.
Yeah, number 21, guy who caught the touchdown, was actually the one who caught the kickoff and ran it back about 25, 30 yards. So that was a good set of series for him. That was the 4th touchdown pass for Mr. Epps tonight for Central Phoenix.
Max Johnson again for a call by PAT, and it is good. So with 4:17 left in this ball game, the Red Devils up 35-21 over the Wolves. Wolves really needing to stop, but that little pooch kick will put them in a bad way in a hurry there, getting it all the way down to about the 35-yard line. That was just, the Red Devils just chomping at the bits after that.
Yeah, that was a great job. And, it's going to be tough to beat that. Mr. Epps is at 4 touchdowns and 270 yards. He's also got 2 wide receivers over 100 yards, with Mr. English with 122 and Mr. Coleman with 117. They have been as advertised in the research the me and you did on them. They are a high potent offense, and Dothan High's had a hard time tonight.
Yeah, like we said before, at the beginning of the game, I mean, looking back at some of the games they played, they scored 49, they scored 40. The lowest they scored was 14, and that was in the loss to Opelika, and that was in overtime. So don't know how Opelika stopped them, but I'm sure you probably, Dothan High, Coach Kennedy probably should have talked to him.
Yeah, those two wide receivers, I know there's college programs that would love to have both of them on a college field. And Coach Nick's having them on high school is just truly fun to watch.
That's going to be a touchback. It was fumbled or miscued by number 7. He went up to catch it, and it kind of went through his hand. That was Jared Wiley, but it did go all the way back into the end zone. So the Wolves will take over at their own 20-yard line with 4:14 and them needing 2 touchdowns. So I would dare to say that I think we need to see number 12, Mr. Carter Davis, in there a little bit this time, because they can't just keep grinding and grinding. I mean, the last drive they had a touchdown was over 4 minutes. There's only 4 minutes on the clock right now, so got to have 2 touchdowns, Mark.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. They're going to have to be in fast mode here, the 2-minute drill at 4-minute mark. They're going to start going.
Does handoff number 22, A.J. Alexander has had a nice second half of ball play. The ball came out, but I think the whistle's already blown. So that's going to give Dothan High Wolves, I believe, a first down. Yep, moving the chains.
A.J. Harris there thought he had the ball running towards the sidelines, but the official deemed that he was down or the whistle had blown, so Dothan High keeps it.
Nice 9-yard carry by number 0, Raymond Blackman. Good push by the right side of that O-line. Going to bring it down. It's going to be about second and a yard, a little over a yard.
T.J. Thomas on the tackle there for Central Phoenix City with 3:30 to go. And Central coaches are happy with this because it's going to be tough to get 2 possessions out of this. If they might have got the first down here, it's going to be close, but
well, the mark is there. That's going to be a first down. That was Raymond Blackman again with the carry. Look like they're going to call timeout and do a check.
So
all right, we're going to, while we got this timeout, we're going to thank some of our sponsors. Again, we cannot do this without sponsors. Clear to Close Group for all your real estate needs. Harley Davidson of Dothan. Hots Deli, get baked, not fried. Tri-State Parking Lot Maintenance for all your striping, seal coating. Zach's Family Restaurant, Slocum, Alabama, best cooking in the South. All right, thank you, sponsors. Appreciate that. And please go out and through where these sponsors are and, thank them for being a sponsor, and also go eat or go buy your motorcycle, whatever, because it is, we can't do it without them. So Dothan High back on the field, and handoff. Nice hard run by number 22, A.J. Alexander. Again, these plays are taking a long time, Mark. So, again, 2:55 and counting. That clock is just clicking. I believe Dothan High's got all 3 timeouts, don't they? So
they do.
They need to be stopping the clock here soon, I think.
Second down and 6.
Another strong run by number 5, Tamarian Peterson. That is going to pick up a first down. Get it past midfield to inside Red Devil territory to about the 49-yard line.
A nice tackle by number 46, Kevion Lemons. 2:32 with stop clock, but again, Central Phoenix City's happy all day that they're running the ball because that clock's pretty much starting and running the whole time. And
Tamarian Peterson good 5 or 6 yard run. It's going to bring up second and about 4.
Ball carrier, number 5, Marion Peterson.
Looks like we have a timeout here, like by Dothan High now.
Number 7, the Red Devils.
Which I think sooner or later they're going to have to throw the ball because there's 2:22 left on the clock here. They'll be doing good to score a touchdown. With this pace they're going with the running because they are getting yards, 6, 7 yards at a time, but the clock's continuing to run, and that's the clock's not their friend right now.
Are you looking for a great place to eat? Come by Hot's Deli, where we pride ourselves on our fresh cut fruit and vegetables we use for our menu. We bake our bread and chicken fresh each day and have one of the largest gluten-free menus around. At Hot's, we offer sandwiches, salads, soups, wraps, pizzas, wings, and our customers love our homemade chicken salad and fresh-made sides. Don't forget to try our baked fries or seared tuna. We have something for everyone, family-friendly and service with a smile. Hot's Deli, 180 Westgate Parkway, and remember, get baked, not fried.
Welcome back. It's 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in this ball game. Dothan High is moving the ball. It's 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line. They're needing 2 scores, so they need to put some points on the board in a hoorah. Little end around to number 22. That's got A.J. Alexander. Just had a nice second half. As I said before, there is a flag on the play at the end of the play, so hopefully it's not another personal foul.
Nice tackle by A.J. Harris. Dothan High is pointing towards Central, so looks like it's more of a chop block, which you're not now allowed to block below the waist outside the tackles. So it could have been one of the guys coming up to one of the linemen who was going downfield. A linebacker DB diving towards it.
15 yards for the run. Results is a first down.
Yeah, it sounds like the lineman was going up, moving up the field. Central Phoenix seen the guys coming up, trying to take the lineman out and went low. That's where you get the 15-yard penalty there.
So that's going to take the ball all the way down to about the 22-yard line of the Red Devils. Tamarian Peterson with another nice gain, getting down to about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line.
Jalen Southall on the tackle there. Minute 52 and counting. Sorry, second down. He didn't get the first down. 2nd and 1.
That is, we're down inside the 2-minute mark. It's 1:43. The Wolves need to score, and then onside kick, I'm thinking more. Tamarian Peterson on the right side going to take it down for a first down. So that's going to be 1st and goal. Dothan High Wolves at about the 9-yard line.
Another tackle by A.J. Harris.
The Wolves in hurry-up mode. Double handoff. That's that play to number 22. A.J. Alexander is going to get it on down inside the 5 or right at the 5-yard line.
Mr. Isaiah Vega on a nice play there. Definitely a touchdown save and tackle. We've got 1:10 left to go here. 2nd and goal.
Central Phoenix City is going to take a timeout right here and kind of, I'm sure we'll talk about if they score, what we're going to do, if it's going to be an onside kick, you know, get your good hands, people, all your wide receivers, your running back. It's up there because be sure and secure that ball, Mark.
And on top of that, the offensive line is just really having their way with the front 5 of Central Phoenix right now and probably giving them a break to the defensive line. As you said, their hands have been on their hips a lot the second half. And Dothan High has really done a great job of offense whenever they didn't make foolish mistakes on penalties or things of that such or fumbling the ball. But I think after this game, Coach Kenny's going to be things he can hang his hat on. Offensive line is definitely one of them. Like you said, the four-headed tailback back there is hard to stop. If they can kind of shore up some stuff on defense and stay in this ball game, I like their chances, especially next week when Enterprise comes to town. That's going to be a huge matchup here in Dothan, Alabama next Friday night.
It is, and they're going to have to work on that secondary on receivers, guarding these receivers, because Enterprise can throw the ball too. Looks like that's going to be a touchdown, Dothan High Wolves. So with exactly 1 minute left in this ball game, the Wolves, if they make the PAT. Call Bob, be cool PAT. He's going to bring it to a one-possession game.
That's a nice play. Again, direct snap back to the quarterback. He just follows his blockers right in the end zone. It's been a play they've been fortunate enough to run and get good yards all night, and they did it again.
Wesley Farmer with the kick. It's up, and it is good. So with exactly 1 minute left in this ball game, Red Devils 35, Wolves 27.
You see that direct snap to number 0. He's falling right behind number 51. Nice job by the offensive line causing Central Phoenix City to go back. But you've got a minute left here, and Dothan High has to receive or recover the onside kick because they've only got one timeout left, and so they won't be able to stop the clock but one time, and it's crucial here on this onside kick. And being on the I guess the artificial AstroTurf, I'm not sure exactly the quiet terminology here, but being on the turf here can get a pretty good bounce if he kicks it just right.
Absolutely. Tell you what, Dothan High has had 2 or 3 impressive drives, have they not? I mean, we're talking 60, 70 yards, taking up 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Tamarion Peterson's got 97 yards. A.J. Alexander's got 64 yards. Raymond Blackman's got 62 yards. It's been a great rushing attack tonight.
Comes the onside kick. Nice recovery there. Didn't let that ball take that extra high bounce, Central Phoenix City, so it was recovered by number good hand 7, Jared Wiley, who is a wide receiver, so almost dead on midfield. The Red Devils will take over with 1 minute left. Dothan High needing a huge stop, a turnover, a something.
Yeah, that was not kind of what he planned, I imagine, when he practiced, but Central Phoenix City did what they had to do. I think Coach Nix will be happy to take this region win. 2-hour trek. Actually moved the game up one night due to the storm they thought that could possibly cause problems. Thank goodness it didn't around here. But you're going to see them take a knee.
Yep, Central Phoenix City is going to take the victory formation. They're going to take the knee. Dothan High can stop it one more time, but it's 51 seconds, 50 seconds. But they're still going to be able to run the clock out.
Yeah. They'll have a couple more snaps here, and that'll be it. But, again, Dothan High did well tonight. They really did. They played a tough top 5 team in the state and held their own in a one-possession game. A couple turnovers and a few penalties here and there. We may have a tie ball game right now. But I've been really impressed with Dothan High holding up against Central Phoenix because they've been a powerhouse in college football for years. And this is a good sign for Dothan High. And this is, I think, what Coach Kennedy's trying to build here. He's trying to build it year by year and get these kids convinced that they can play with these teams outside of our area and do well with them. And that's a good sign.
That is absolutely a good sign because it's been a good while coming and needed to come. So, again, get this Dothan fired up about their high school football once again. But you're right. I mean, very impressive on some of their drives and the athletes that they have. Going to be a snap. He's going to start the clock. Let the clock run down. Dothan High cannot stop the clock again, so we're at 40 seconds left. So the Red Devils will take a win coming into the Circle City, and that will increase them to 4-1 in the region. Dothan High will fall to 3-2 in the region.
Which makes for a huge matchup next week right here at Rip Hewes Stadium against Enterprise.
That is going to be a huge, because Dothan High does not lead that. It's going to take them out of the playoffs more than likely if they lose that game.
And if you guys come out to the game next week, they have shuttles set up for the fans because of the parking is a little bit off a little bit. That still doing some work out here. They have some over at Dothan Prep, which is the old Dothan High, and Doug 2. They're going to have shuttles for fans who can't find a parking spot. So next week they need to be, if you want to come out and watch it, because this place will be packed, and come early, because I have a feeling Enterprise is going to bring their good crowd with them like they always do. And this will be a huge matchup. And I can't remember the last time Dothan Enterprise has played a game this important.
Yeah, I agree. Also, you know, you're only 35 minutes away, so they're going to bring the crowd. They're going to travel well to Dothan, and that is probably the biggest rivalry that Dothan has right now, because it's going to be the closest team. So it's going to be a great, great time. Please put it on your calendar to be here with us. If you can't come to the game, you can always watch it here with me and Mark, and we'll see what we can do about doing a good job calling and keeping you informed of what's happening. So tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Call Bob, Be Cool, and Call Bob. Harley Davidson's of Dothan, ride to meet life. Don't wait for it. Southeast Health, always the right decision. Clear to Close, who you call when you're looking for real estate. And they can do it from A to Z. Zach's Restaurant, Slocum, best food in the South. Hots Deli, get baked, not fried. Bama RV, the only pressure you should feel when buying an RV is which adventure to take first. Tri-State Parking Lot Maintenance, seal coating, asphalt, patch, and striping. Tyree Entertainment for all your live video needs. And of course, WTVY News 4, #1 news leader in the Wiregrass area.
I'd like to thank our crew as always, even more this week. They moved the game up one night. Our crews had to come in and work a little bit sooner than we expected. Our producer, Jared Tyree. Our director, Steve Pierce. Graphics, Mr. Bradley Roper. Audio, Alan Pierce. Replay, Broxton Gannon. Our camera operators in the cold wind tonight here at Rip Hewes Stadium, Hasty Wiggins, Bryant Pierce, Neil Simmons, Keith Dovry, Lee Borchek. Our chief meteorologist tonight has been Miss Jackie Keeney. Our truck technicians are Justin Pierce and Dwight Pierce. I'm Mark Keeney alongside here with Phillip. We'll be back next here at Rip Hewes Stadium when Dothan hosting Enterprise. Should be a great matchup and a huge matchup for region play. Thank you for watching WTVY News 4, Game of the Week. Good night, and God bless everybody.